time, weather, and always class. Case of the various
dares defy me?
They are the villains. Ordinary people on the wrong side of justice.
Oh, yes, I was groomed to be an astronaut. And then the monkey took my rightful place!
Alright, am I always going to be the one doing the intros?
Yes.
Just curious. Alright, that's fun.
There's no point in me doing it currently.
Alright, that's fun. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the Villains Only podcast. Tonight with me, I have Breach and CeeJ. Sorry, didn't sound enthusiastic there, but
What up?
we're here. So,
What up?
Yeah, when this podcast drops, the CDL Mosh Pit would already came out. We've talked about that a lot. I just wanted to, for you guys, timeline wise. But yeah, I'm sure that's going to be fun.
Beware. I'm about to start my career as a professional pub stomper.
Yeah, semi-pub stomper, I guess. It's hard to fully say that's pubs. Let's just hope they get all the rules right, Nobody wants to be playing some CDL matches with shotguns. That's just going to be...
That would be too easy.
Too easy.
You know how COD developers are? The COD developers.
Oh, for them to mess up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, it's too easy for them to make sense of a game.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they are. They don't... Anytime we want something, they
say
curveball it.
Yeah. Let's change it a little bit so it sucks, and that's what you get. But yeah, you guys feel like talking about anything before? So this one, I'm pretty much going to introduce our two new little bits/segments, and we're going to do them. But these are going to be COD focused. In the future, they won't be as COD focused, but it's like a test run, more or less.
All right.
You guys don't have anything else before?
As far as scrims are going, and COD in general, we're doing good.
Yeah.
We've had some rough patches, I guess. Started off hot and
Right.
everybody gets wrecked every now and then. So
Yeah.
I think it's just we just gotta adjust and
as long as you guys are
get better
and getting working, then that's all that matters. At least at this point.
Mm-hmm.
CeeJ?
Get better day by day.
That's all you can do.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's about it for me as far as scrims and COD.
Yeah. CeeJ?
As far as COD goes, there's not a whole lot going on at the moment, as you well know.
Right.
We're trying to get players to try out and trying to get all the players on the same page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I am looking forward to some of the content ideas.
Yeah. Although, as far in the future as they may be, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe not as far as we think. We'll have to.
I know we're
figure it out.
Hitting on content. You know who's killing it right now? I'm actually proud of. I haven't messaged, said a word to her. Frizz.
Yeah.
FR.
Yeah,
bro, she's out here killing. She's out here killing it.
Yes, she is.
I've seen her videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched her streams a lot, so I'm sure she's excited for a new Warzone to drop. We don't really do that, but hey, I might give it a try since I'm a recent retiree. Play with the rest of the old people.
Yeah.
All right.
You should get a team together called the Retirement Club.
That's you guys. I'm just waiting for you guys to get there.
Yeah, I got a minute. Hopefully.
Me and CeeJ, it could be sooner rather than later, CeeJ. Me and you, buddy.
See how Major One goes.
Just go ahead. If you retire, I'll retire.
Dude, I have not. Dude, I have been stubborn about retirement for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah,
I'm not going to retire yet.
yeah. I don't see retiring mid-season, but well, I'm sure based on the season goes, we'll have
Yeah.
to see all that. But yeah, who would have thought I'd be the first to retire out of you two? You guys are old. Just kidding. All right. So the first, yeah,
We just can hang.
yeah.
We couldn't.
I mean, we're not gonna get into that, but
Yeah, I'm just messing.
I know
I'm just messing.
I am aware. All right.
Let me tell you, Marksman still got skill.
I
Everybody,
still got skill. We play some Vanguard,
he's just tired.
I'm just tired. I'm a like 50-year-old, 18-year-old, so I don't have time for gaming and a lot of schoolwork. So that's besides the point. All right. The first little new bit thing we're doing is called the burning questions. All right. It's not as painful as they sound, but it's just like basically we're gonna do a couple like questions. None of them are serious. None of them are like trivia questions, but it's just like conversation starters, I guess. All right. So the first one for this episode questions: if COD was to end, which game do you wish it would have ended on? It can be, yeah. Dun dun dun.
It would
like. Are we talking? Are we talking about like it in order, or are we talking about like if BO3 or BO2 came out today? Like
no, it's like at that time, if it was like this is the last COD game, which game do you wish would have been the last COD game in any of the past COD games? You know what I mean?
BO3.
BO3, possibly BO4. I think BO4 was kind of a strong. A lot of people.
BO4
it might not be a fan favorite. Yeah,
I didn't.
I like BO3 was the last of a solid line of CODs.
Right, I like BO4, but I didn't play it as much. Like I bought it, played it for like a month, and then I actually didn't. I went over to Fortnite, so
I had like a 4-year.
Yeah,
I had like a 4-year gap, so
right.
It's kind of hard to say, but for me, it would be BO3.
Yeah, BO3. I mean,
yeah,
because then after BO3, it was like we had IW, which IW wasn't that bad.
I would end it on
a lot of
over BO3.
A lot of people hate it. A lot of people hated
IW,
but I
like to play that game.
I mean, it wasn't great. It was
no,
obviously
it was pretty
dropping
fun,
off from BO. You're dropping off from BO3 to IW. But I mean, I don't know. I would have probably ended at BO4 just because.
Right.
I really enjoyed BO4.
Yeah, I'd probably do MW19 just because, like, I don't know. I was good at MW19 and I liked it. Like I said, I didn't play comp at that point. So, I mean, and Cold War wasn't bad, but like, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want to end on Cold War, so it's like, it's really probably have to go with MW19.
I don't know. Cold War, it was a great game. It was a good game. It just wasn't in my opinion, a great game. In my opinion, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I did like BO4 and stuff.
In my opinion.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of it. A lot of people. I mean, I'll put it up probably top 8 too. I just I don't know. I was screaming it every day. Was not
Cold War?
I didn't have as I didn't have as much fun as I did in other CODs, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
probably wouldn't on it though either way.
Right.
Well, for me, it was kind of like I was putting out the same numbers every day. I might have like one standout game amongst like really solid games, but in general though, like I've only really had one decent episode of like consistent teammates. So but that was like after the season competition.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably summer of that year. So, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, it
it
was kind
was.
of over at that point. But, I mean, yeah, I'd probably go MW19. You guys, Breach said Black Ops 4. What was your Siege?
BO3.
BO3. Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. All right.
I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one's tough. You guys are gonna have to think about it. I also, because I made the question, but I didn't think about it either. So if you could be any COD map, what would it be and why?
Any COD map?
Yeah, you can be any COD map. What map would you be and why? So pretty much like, what's your favorite map? But
Raid.
Ooh.
you
Ooh.
would be Raid.
Raid's probably my favorite map of all time. I think what makes Raid great is first of all, it's traditional. It's a three lane map.
Mm-hmm.
You can play just about every game mode on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can play like competitively too, or
Mm-hmm.
pubs. I mean,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true.
very traditional. I mean, I know we didn't play it in Cold War, but you could play capture the flag on Raid,
Yeah.
like
Right.
for
Yeah.
easily.
I've
So
played it
like,
in pubs on Raid. It's pretty fun. So
yeah, I mean, I think
I
it's a
think it's a
great map
balanced
all
map for
around.
sure. Yeah.
Did a
Yeah,
CTF on raid back in BO2.
Yeah.
yeah, they
I didn't
did,
play that.
and that's just probably my favorite map. Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite map, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it's one of them, and it's just the most balanced map of all time, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. I don't disagree.
Ooh.
See, you had an idea. You still thinking?
I'm thinking.
All right. I don't know. For me, I think I'd do firing range from like BO1. I think they added it later in games and stuff, but I'm pretty sure the first time I was in was BO1. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just that like that's probably one of my as somebody that played pubs more than comp in the past. Like that was probably one of my favorite maps to play ever. I don't know. I remember playing that map all the time, so I think I would definitely go with that
Um,
because I don't know. I know I don't even know if you can dislike that map. You know, it's just like a fun map. But I,
Actually, I
do you,
mean,
what?
I probably have another one.
Yeah,
I love Stronghold from
Stronghold.
BO3. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Stronghold's a great
Ooh.
map.
yeah,
I think it's a very traditional map too. I mean, yeah, again, it's a jetpack COD, so
hmm
couldn't work for every COD, but like
right, right.
it's very traditional. It's very traditional. It's a great map. You can play. I mean, you can play every game mode on it,
Yeah,
and I mean,
Okay, I think I got it's between a couple maps for me.
yeah, mine's a Stronghold.
So,
What's your Siege?
one of the ones I'm thinking is Retreat on Advanced Warfare.
That was a great map.
Um, I also really liked let's see, what was that map on BO3 where on like the with the oh there's like one burning building like
hmm.
top like the top window sides like
Great.
burning looks like the hole was exploded and then
Uh,
you have to
Redwood.
Yeah.
Is
no.
it?
Yeah. No. Was
It
that?
was
Yeah. No.
and then on the left hand side from like that building there's like a little greenery almost like a classroom and then you have
Yeah.
to like hop
I can't
over
visualize it right now.
Is it infection?
no I can visualize the map
Plus
very well I just can't think of the name
I don't
planets.
know. Evac maybe. I don't know. Breach
maybe Breach
maybe.
maybe
Yeah, breach. Yeah. Well, I don't know about greenery. Doesn't have any greenery on it that I know of. I mean, it's
well it has
correct.
like a
It has a bunch of plants, I guess.
it has a it has plants in like one room and then like the
Yeah.
rest is kind of like bricks and
Yeah.
then
I'm pretty
On
sure
the
that's Breach.
like, for me, it's between those two maps.
Yeah,
What about you, Mark? What'd you say?
I said firing range from BO1. So slightly
Yeah.
boring, but like I don't know. If I'm being honest, jetpack maps, I don't remember the names of them. So like I don't know. It's not that I couldn't think of like to describe them, but it's like you know I really like
Yeah.
Black Ops One. I played that for a long time, so
Yeah.
that's kind of my game.
I think I probably beat the BO1 is probably the most campaign I ever played.
Yeah,
Like I beat the campaign like 4 times.
yeah. I love the campaign for BO1, BO2. BO4 didn't have one, I don't think, if I remember correctly. But if COD modes were personalities, which one would be your type, like to date? All right. Search and destroy is hard to get, or whatever. Hard point. I don't know how to best describe this. Use your
She's
imagination.
fast paced. She's fast
All
paced.
over
She's
the place. All over the place.
all over the place.
In
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking. And then
basically,
control is pretty obvious. So, of those three, which one would be your, even if it's like not your perfect type of all? Like you only have
Bro,
those three options. So hard to get
let me
all over
tell
the
you,
place or controlling.
search and
play
destroy, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say
destroy.
that's probably the most.
Nothing makes you want. Nothing makes you want someone more than someone you can't have
Yeah,
or
I mean,
want or can't get. So nothing makes you want to go after it more. So
you're not terribly wrong there. And like, I mean, it's kind of the least of the three because all over the place is kind of. I can't, I don't think I could handle that. I'm very structured, so
she's just yelling at you in the
yeah.
bedroom. Rotate, rotate, rotate,
Oh my. Dear Lord.
rotate.
Yikes! And obviously, control
Marksman,
is
why aren't
something.
you rotating?
I was thinking about this question because I knew we were immediately going to go off the rails with it. So I guess we're all on search and destroy here. We don't want to have any hard point or control. All right. Well, that pretty much does it for that segment. Like I said, it's just like a little sample in a COD sense. All right. So for this one, this segment slash bit, whatever, it's called "Tell Me Something." So usually the question will start with like "Tell me," and it's like a scenario. You have to say how you would handle said scenario. But for
Yeah.
this, because I couldn't think of it, we're just doing a COD version of F Mary Kill. We're doing Pick Veto Ban with maps from old CODs. So we're only
Okay.
going back to Cold War because any farther, gets confusing. So for Cold War, raid checkmate Moscow. Pick veto ban. What are you doing?
Okay. I this is easy, and I think everybody should have this. And
Yeah.
I think you're crazy if you don't. You pick raid, veto Moscow, and ban checkmate. And you're crazy if you have any other word. You're wrong. You're wrong.
If I'm,
I had to flip the Moscow and checkmate.
Moscow's so much
I
more viable,
I
bro.
love Moscow, so I would have to veto Moscow.
I love both. I do great at both. I just you got to think from my perspective though. I
Yeah.
as far as individual, I do great at both. So it's kind of like
I mean, it's not that
Well,
necessarily I done bad at them. Just like out of playability.
right.
I mean, definitely, I get like where you're coming from. Like checkmate had like, I mean, you could play all 3 game modes technically,
Right. And like,
but let's all be honest. 90%. I would like to see the stats on this. 90% of the time, you planted the bomb inside a plane. You did not plant it
right. But I mean,
B side.
I guess it depends on what mode you're thinking. Me overall, that's
Yeah.
like thinking like how we did on maps and like what map I liked. And keep in mind, veto isn't like veto's like you would play, but like it's not your favorite. In this scenario. So if I'm being honest, the way I played and the way we played, I would kind of go. I'd pick Moscow, veto raid, and ban checkmate because I like Moscow. I thought I played better on Moscow. It's nothing against raid. Like I like the map, but like I don't know. I like
we
Moscow.
didn't play as a team. We did not
We
do
don't do good on
great on the side.
raid, But we did really good on Moscow.
But
That
we
was our
didn't do
best. So I think so.
we didn't do good on Raid S&D. We did decent on Control. We did decent on Hardpoint.
Raid, yeah. Raid S&D
So
was bad. But Moscow, we did good on Search and Hardpoint. Obviously, no control there. And then Checkmate, we were all over the place. Depended on the week, honestly. So I didn't really like that map much. All right, so
it's okay.
I mean, you gotta understand my thing there. Like I said,
Yeah,
I like Raid,
I,
but it's
I respect your point of view.
yeah.
Doesn't mean I agree with it though.
I respect it, but you're wrong. All right,
Yeah,
that's fair.
exactly.
That's fair.
Exactly.
All right, so obviously Vanguard, we got Bocage, Berlin, Tuscan, and you can't ban all of them, so we're gonna have to.
Well, I wouldn't ban all 3 of them.
I got.
I like 2 of them. Well, I like 3 of them really.
I mean, depends on what game. Depends on what game mode you're playing, and
like I said, this is overall like either team performance or how you felt you played on the map. If you like the map, you know.
I think I got mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got.
I don't. So.
I'm gonna pick Tuscan. Obviously, I think it's. I think strongly like it's out of all the maps, it's the most traditional.
Yeah, I think everyone's with you in that.
Definitely 3 lanes, and I like the map personally. It's my favorite map on Vanguard, at least.
Yeah,
and then I was kind of going back and forth because I like Search on Berlin,
right?
But I like Hardpoint on Bocage, and I don't mind Search on Bocage. It's just not my favorite. But
okay.
Yeah, definitely Bocage. I'd veto and then ban Berlin. I think that's where I stand.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm probably with you, but flip Berlin and Bocage.
I'm with Mark on that.
Yeah, it's just Bocage. Just that map gave me a headache. You know, like I could do good on it, or I could do really bad on it. Like, but I don't know. I hated Berlin, so I might be with you, Breach. I don't know. I'm kind of like that's what I've been thinking about this whole time. Is like, where am I gonna go with that? Because they're both the same to me. Like, I either do good or bad, or I either enjoy it or I hate. You know, like depends on the match, who we're playing, or how we're playing. So, I think it could go either way for me. But
Bocage. Say what you're saying, CeeJ.
Like whenever, okay, so this is going to be. This is going to sound like a dig, but I don't really mean it to be. When we were on the same team,
yeah,
like in the beginning of the fucking year,
yeah,
it was. I preferred Bocage over Berlin.
Yeah,
but that's because we performed on it, and I didn't have to hear about Breach bitching about Berlin.
Oh my gosh! There we go.
I mean, we all know
we did not play that map good at all. It wasn't just like Breach would get frustrated more, but that's just because we were doing so bad at it. You know?
I mean, I remember at one point we did not. We fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong. I remember. I mean, Berlin kind of grew on me later in the year, but at one point in time, we could not win a Berlin hardpoint to save our lives.
I mean,
like we just couldn't in ranked in scrims. We just went it anywhere.
Yeah, I genuinely hated that. So
I mean, I didn't mind Berlin S&D.
Yeah,
I mean, I actually like Berlin S&D, but when it comes down to it, I like playing Bocage Hardpoint better, and I like playing Bocage S&D better. So.
Yeah.
Overall,
I had to go with Berlin, dog.
All right. I mean, we can agree to disagree on that. It's not too far off, you know, for either of us.
I mean, it's fair. Like, yeah, right. I see like why like you would pick Berlin. Like I see that.
Yeah. No, I will have to say you did like pick Tuscan.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
It was. I feel like Tuscan was forced.
Yeah, I was gonna put Gavitu, but I didn't want to put Breach in a bad spot, so I put Tuscan in there. So these are the new maps, and we'll have to see. But as of now, pick veto ban. You got Mercado, Embassy, and Farm. So I know mine is. I'm picking Mercado. I'm vetoing Embassy, and I'm banning Farm. I hate that map. Farm gives me anger issues. So I don't
I'm
even
on
know
the
if
same
Farm is
page.
competitive, but last I checked, it was.
It's
So
not.
all right, well
It's not.
then it's
Just
definitely banned because
SD, I think.
it was SD. Like I said, I think they might have bopped it out.
They
But
they bopped it out once the hotel thing got
are you
fixed.
sure? Because
It
it doesn't matter. We're not gonna get into it. I'll look
it
at it
might
later.
it might it,
It's still in there.
well,
Last I checked, but
okay, then it could
everyone's
be.
gonna ban it. Because it's
Yeah,
just
I'm banning it.
everyone's
It's
going A
stupid
on
up.
that.
Yeah,
But as far as
it's a stupid
Mercado
map.
and Embassy go, like I said, I'm picking
Oh,
Mercado, but that's just because I think that map is the most normal compared to Embassy's too small in my opinion. But I don't know.
oh. I
I
mean,
gotta agree.
I think I don't know. I don't know. They both have their they both have their strong points. Like
Mhm.
S&D is really great on Embassy. It really is.
Yeah, it's not
But
bad.
I haven't played it.
as far as if we're just going off based off of hard, I go a lot of maps based off of how well I like them on hardpoint because I mean hardpoint's like the strong mode pretty much.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you. I think Mikado. I don't know.
Okay.
Embassy. We've been doing good. We've been doing decent lately.
Yeah.
Uh, I
I feel like
mean,
Embassy's gonna be like a one wait and see. Like how it plays
yeah.
in like
It
matches and
just
stuff.
the problem with Embassy though is if you don't start off hot, it's really hard to come back on that map. It's really hard to
Mhm.
switch the gears because it's so small. It's so easy to get spawn trapped.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many money hills chained together
Yeah,
as
like
well. So
if
you
you
can
can hit
really get
that.
on a real momentum.
Yeah, that's true. They're pretty
Yeah.
close as far as
If you can hit that P2 to P3, you probably win the map.
yeah.
Mhm.
if you look at if there's a statistic out there, I guarantee you 85% of the time you win the map. If you can get the full seconds on the hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
So
P3.
yeah, P3 is freaking if they get locked up there, you're not winning. It's just I don't know.
Mhm.
That's a hard hill to break, and there's nothing you can do about it either. Especially with trophies. Even if you have a cruise missile nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
the trophies kill it. So doesn't do anything, man.
It's weird as hell to me. But
Yeah,
So
cruise
I
missiles
agree.
aren't the best in here. This year at least compared to the past.
yeah.
But all right. So, would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music, or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
Say it again.
Would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music, or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about this.
Mm. Mm. Are you doing the actual dance moves?
No, you just dance. If you don't know how to dance, you don't know how to dance. If you do, then
Oh,
you're dancing.
Okay.
See, for me,
then dance.
I don't know, cause
Yeah, I go dance.
for me, every time I do hear a
Well,
song, I want to sing, unless it's like a song I don't
well,
know. But you know what I mean?
there's
I
some.
don't know. But there's a difference between
Well,
thinking
there's
about it
some.
and doing it. As far
Well,
as that
there's some
goes.
songs that are I'm like, I would not want to sing just because how
Yeah.
they
Okay.
some of them get.
Right.
It's like,
Plus, it's
ooh.
you're forced to sing along to any song you hear. So it doesn't. It's not like you're just listening to music. Like if you're walking on the street and somebody's playing music, you have to sing along to that song. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that would get annoying.
that would get annoying. But every time you hear music, you gotta dance. What if you you couldn't listen to music in your car anymore because you can't dance while you're driving?
Yeah, that would suck.
So I don't know. I'm trying to.
I just listen
I'm
to
still probably
podcasts
with
at that point.
I'm probably still with the singing because I hate like I don't mind dancing, but like I hate dancing around people because I think obviously
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to dance, so you know
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just like I'm not terrible at singing, but I'd rather do that than dance, in my opinion. Because
Fair
people
enough.
just think
Fair
I'm
enough.
like a TikTok f boy if I'm dancing everywhere, like just can't stop
Quick
dancing.
thoughts on
So I don't know. All right,
Now you got to talk about it. But yeah.
yeah. All right. So would you rather have all of your clothes fit perfectly or have the most comfortable pillow, blankets, and sheets in existence?
Most comfortable sheets and blankets in existence.
Yeah.
I'd go close.
I don't know, because I like the clothes would definitely save you money, right? Because like,
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I mean, I guess if you buy like kids size, it's probably cheaper, right?
well, yeah, not just that, but like if you lose weight or gain weight, regardless, like your clothes would
Good
fit.
point.
So it's like doesn't matter
Good
that way.
point. Yeah,
If
you make a good point.
you know what I
That's
mean.
true.
Although I
I don't
do
know.
like
I
I like
would
sleep,
love
but
them. I would love to have a really really comfy bed though. Like,
that
bro,
is true.
like imagine
So
just like as soon as you lay in it, you're like,
It's like sleeping on air.
I
mm-hmm.
could, I could picture like I know this is so off the rails, but like those light up shoes.
Light up shoes.
Yeah,
This
like
does
when you
feel
like
off the
step
rails, but yeah, kinda.
that because that goes along with clothes.
Right.
I
Oh,
can picture,
shoes.
yeah,
Interesting. I
wouldn't
didn't
it?
even think about. I don't know. For me, clothes is
So like,
clothes. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I mean, maybe. I mean, we define the rules here, so
yeah,
I mean, I I don't
but
know.
yeah,
Close the
continue on.
point now. Now that I think about it, I'm like, yeah,
Continuing on the, but I can just like knowing Breach's like personality in the light up shoes,
bro.
dog.
hmm, I don't.
No, I
I
wouldn't
don't.
wear. I would. I'm not that far gone.
You know,
Uh, no,
I don't
I
know.
wouldn't wear a lot of his. But like,
Well, you,
dude, think about it. Like, come in handy. Like, bro, you can fit anybody's shoe.
Right. I don't
yeah,
know. I still don't. All right, we just decided the rules, and I guess we're just saying that shoes count. But for me, I just wasn't thinking shoes. But if it's shoes, then like that's no contest. I can buy
Okay,
like a
good
my
point.
pit.
I guess shoes aren't clothes,
Like
but
I don't
on
know.
a
Yeah,
like,
it's our podcast. We make the rules here. All right. But like if I can just buy a my pillow and like be mostly comfortable, But like
yeah.
having that kind of like with shoes and clothes, like that probably be super clutch.
Good point.
mhm,
Good point. I agree with you. Then I take back my answer.
So we're all with the
yeah.
clothes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So this last one's gonna be maybe you have to think about it. I don't know. So would you rather wake up as a new random person every year and have
Ooh.
full control of them for the whole year, or once a week spend a day inside of a stranger without having any control of them?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
you
a
said
tough one.
once a year?
No. Okay. Okay.
Once, once a week.
You wake up as
No,
a
once.
you wake up as a new random person every year, and for that full year, you have control of them. Or once a week, you spend a day inside of a stranger's body without having any control of what they do. So you're either a different like you're a different person and you control their life once a year, or like every year, right? Or like one day a
Yeah,
week, you have no control over what this person's doing. Now think about this:
yeah.
no
You
control.
could you could end up in a bad
You can end up in a
situation. Like,
really bad situation there. Although, but if you're in a new if you have a new life every year, that might get like in my I don't know, I'd probably suck because
yeah.
like
Imagine all the
right
hard work you
right like what
do.
if you get this guy a girlfriend and then your year's up, you're going to a different person. That'd suck.
Or what if like Yeah, I don't know, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, because what if you like pretty much say you work hard a year to get one person into a good spot, and then you got
Right.
to switch again.
Yeah, then you're
Like,
switching.
and you could end up at the bottom, or you could
Hmm.
end up richer or whatever.
Right, but like, say you end up richer, then the next year you could just be poor again. Like, there'd be, I don't know, it'd be tough,
I feel
in
like,
my opinion.
I mean, I feel like I would do that still over
The
the
stranger
once a
thing,
week.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Because like,
because
you
hold on,
still, then you would like, I don't know.
I can think of a lot of bad situations you can end
Yes,
up in. That, like,
I also can. Not, not
Yeah.
yeah, not a podcast thing to talk about, but like,
Okay.
but,
Well,
Yeah.
right.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I know what
yeah,
you're saying
but
too.
like,
But like,
I think everybody knows what I'm thinking. Like stuff
right.
like in bad situations that like
Well, there's a couple even not what you're thinking bad situations, but like say this guy like you pick the wrong day, you pick this guy, he's about to rob a bank or something, or go skydiving without a parachute. You know, maybe
yeah,
it's like
yeah, exactly. He's gonna
even
get he could
right. Even if you like
he
wake
could
up back in your own body the next day, it's still pretty traumatizing. I think. You know,
yeah
Or one person gets electrocuted.
right? It's like
Yes.
yeah.
you never
I just
know, but
yeah.
at least you keep the
I would want
control at all
control.
times. It's
Yeah,
the other situation.
I would want the control at all
Cause like,
times.
man,
It'd be
there's 52 weeks in a year. That's a lot a year. You know,
yeah.
you're
It would
just
be that would be
So
hard,
what
but like
happens? So what happens to your body during that one day a week?
you're just sleeping all
You
day,
just in a
or
comatose?
you're on autopilot. We'll say you're on autopilot. It's like if you have a
That
job, you
sounds
just
good.
wander around to your job, and like it could be good one week, but then the next week could be very bad. Like,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
like at least with the other situation, if you join, like you take control of somebody's body, then it's like okay, you can make it what you want in that scenario.
yeah. That I think I'm gonna have to go with the control because I just I like when it comes to like me, I
Hmm.
want control of me
Right.
and giving someone else the control and free reign,
Right.
especially a stranger
That would just
at
feel
that.
so weird. Well, it is like their body. You're like a passenger seat, if that makes sense.
Okay, so like,
So
are
it's
you?
not they're
The
not
real
taking
question
control of
is,
your body.
can you feel anything?
Yes, you feel exactly, but you can't move. You're just
Okay,
there.
yeah.
You're like
See,
in their eyes, pretty much.
that's where it would cross the line because like
Right.
seeing is one thing, but yeah,
Right.
feeling is another.
Right. Okay. I mean, I'm with you
I,
on it. I'm kind of on the whole one,
well,
new person year every year because that might get interesting too. Like you can,
Yeah,
switching it up,
I
man.
mean, it's like a video game.
Right.
You only get 1 year to complete.
Yeah. I mean, that would be pretty fun.
well,
Like it could be rough, but also fun.
well. I don't know if this is going would be like taken off, like this part get edited out,
Well, pause.
but
All right, go. Makes it easier to edit that way.
okay. So just thinking on it,
Yeah.
what if you end up in the body of? I'm saying like the yearly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What if you end up in the body of someone like who's in hospitalized, cancer,
Well,
and
like,
they just die,
what do you mean? Do
Like,
you
do you
die?
die
or
if
No.
like
they
crash?
die? If they die, do you die, or do you get to just
No.
come back?
You just like
Oh,
so. The way I see it, if you're in control, right? I don't know. I feel like if you're in control, like every year, right? At some point, you would have to die. So, in my way, if you die in control, then you're dead. But for the other one, if you have no control, you just wake up in the next day back in your body. But you
okay,
had to
that's
live through
fair.
whatever. Because like,
Yeah,
if not, then if you're in control of them, right, and then you just keep getting everyone killed, like that's pretty messed up. So
yeah.
for the sake
Well,
of
see, because
the morality of this question, I say no to that. But
Siege makes a very good point. Like, what if you
right,
end up with someone who has like cancer for a year?
well, let's just say like you just gotta make it to that year mark. Like, do your best. I don't know. That's your mission that year. You know. I mean, that's
Yeah,
dark,
Yeah.
but like I don't know what else to say to
I
that.
don't know. That sounds right. That sounds
Then you're
rough.
SOL probably.
But I think I'm still on the controlling part
Yeah, I'm
because
still there, but
yeah,
he
like
does
I
bring
mean
up a
I
good
get
point.
what you're saying. I mean you make a fair point, Siege.
Right.
But like I
But just power
still
through.
need yeah, just hustle through. I don't know.
But if that's anyone want to add to that topic or no,
I think I'm
I
good.
honestly don't know what to do.
you still don't know.
I still don't know.
Well, all right, we gotta wait here until CeeJ figures it out, and I'm not editing any of this, so I'll just add Jeopardy music to this.
Now he's editing it out because he's
No,
still.
I won't edit that out. It's too funny. All right.
Somebody just go.
Did you say you're just gonna Google the answer?
I guess I'll just go with the weekly shit.
Weekly? I
Yeah.
don't. Man. All right. I'm not with it, but that's your.
Hold on. Yeah, see, let me think about this. Think about this.
It's
Like, what if you're in a body of someone who's getting like tortured for
right.
information?
Yeah. What if you join the? I mean,
You,
like you feel everything.
The
At
same
least
thing could
you don't
happen.
die, but like you still feel it.
The
Like
same
that's
thing
tough.
could happen the other way around.
Yeah, but you would get yourself into that scenario. Think about it. If you get yourself in
No,
the
you might,
you're getting tortured scenario,
but
you're
you,
telling me New
but
Year's
you,
Day somebody's getting
but you,
tortured.
but you might be okay. So you might be in that for a year instead of a fucking day.
But okay, let's just take the assumption that on New Year's Day you get put into somebody that's not about to die or not in a currently bad situation. They're just pretty average. Because like I, you know, if you're saying like, oh, like this person, I'm gonna start like bad. Like you start fairly neutral or really good
yeah,
or bad, but
yeah.
like not in like
I
life
just,
threatening
I
bad.
just, I just couldn't like. I just
Mine's the
couldn't like.
control thing. I need
Yeah, my
control.
control. I agree. I'm still with you.
Like even sitting in the passenger seat of a car, like sometimes stresses me out because I don't have control. Imagine like this guy's driving and you're just like in this guy's body, not able to move, and he doesn't see like a red light or something. Man, even if
Mhm.
nothing happens, I'd be stressed out so bad. I don't think I could handle that. Like I'd rather end up
Man,
in a bad situation with control over it than you know.
I mean, I don't mind people driving me, but like,
No, it's
I
not
don't know.
like I don't mind people driving me. I just mean like if I feel like semi nervous in that situation, how bad would it be if I had no like I'm the
Yeah, I see what
I'm
you're saying.
technically the one driving with no control.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Stressful, man.
yeah.
All right, so me and Breach are on one thing. CeeJ, are you changing? Or are you sticking with your weekly
I
lack
think
of
I'm
control?
stupid.
You sticking? All right.
Yeah.
Um, like I said,
Fair enough.
fair enough. And I mean that's all for the episode 5 of the podcast. Thank you for watching this episode. You guys want to say anything nice, or shall I just end it?
You guys have a great day.
Yeah, and we'll
It
see
was
you.
a pleasure.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.